What the fuck is going on? I like how it's become like my new intro. I just yell, what the fuck is going on? But I had some thoughts I just wanted to fucking spew with the 2020 election coming up. I thought I could maybe throw out some like ideas to fix our democracy, because it's kind of weird the way we run our elections, and we're the only ones in the entire world to have our elections set up like the Electoral College, which really doesn't make any fucking sense at all. That you count up all the state's delegates and then those delegates vote for a president. It's like, that's fucking weird. It is really fucking weird. Because no other democracy in the world does that. There are no other democracies in the world that have the delegates vote for the candidate. Not the people, the delegates. Because, I think in France and in England, they hold, like, stage elections. To where they have every single candidate on the ballot, like, for, like, the first round, okay? And, like, I think the most popular, like 3 to 5 move on, and then the most popular of those two, like the two most popular of those move on, or 3. I think in France it's 3. They have a final of 3. In Britain, I think it's like a final of 4, because they have 4 parties, I think. But like it's literally just the most popular candidate, and each person's vote counts as a vote. But in America, if you're a Republican living in, I don't know, like a blue state like California, you might as well not even fucking show up to the voting booth, because California is always going to be a blue state. It's always going to be a blue state. It's like if you're a Democrat living in like fucking West Virginia, that's a very conservative state. Like, you might as well not even show up to the voting booth. I know each one of those states is like voted the other way, but like for the most part, especially recently, states like fucking Nebraska and like Montana are red states. And like states like California and Washington are blue states. So if you're a Republican living in a mostly blue state, or a Democrat living in a mostly red state, your vote just doesn't matter, because you can vote you can illegally vote for a candidate 100 times, but you're always going to be overpowered by the 3 million plus other voters who are going to vote for the other party. It doesn't make any sense, because that means a vote in Florida and Ohio, Pennsylvania is kind of a swing state. Like, votes in the swing states count so much more than the regular votes, like the votes you're going to get from people in Alabama or fucking Maine, you know? Because there's not a lot of delegates in Maine. There's not a lot of delegates in Indiana. That's why we don't get a lot of political rallies here. We don't. The last big political rally that I've ever heard of in Indiana, besides Trump and Bernie, was Obama, after he was already president. Because states like Indiana and Montana and Idaho and fucking the Dakotas, they're overlooked because of how little delegates there are in those states. So if we just abolish the Electoral College and have it to where like the most popular 3 candidates move on to the final election, and then those 3 candidates battle it out for the presidency, we would have a more fair election. I mean, would that open the door for a extremist like Trump or fucking Oprah to get elected? I mean, yes, but also each vote for every single American would actually count as one vote, instead of, if you're if you're a Democrat living in a red state, your vote basically doesn't count because your state voted red, or your state voted blue even though you're a Republican. Like, just get rid of the Electoral College so everyone's vote counts equally. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, because literally the only democracy in the entire world that does this, and we have the lowest approval ratings for any major democracy for our government besides like the UK. It's because the UK's government basically screwed them over with Brexit. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I haven't really ate anything the past 2 days. Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking eat and probably sleep forever. Bye.